Hello, everyone. Welcome to ELI, the place where you get your daily dose of inspiration for entrepreneurship. And today we have with us Dinesh, Kumar, Kotha, and Sripad, Vaidya, who are the founders of Confirmtkt, which is one of the leading platforms in train ticketing and flight ticketing in India. Hi, Dinesh and Sripad. Welcome to ELI.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you so much, Priyanka.
I would request both of you to introduce yourself to our audience separately and introduce in a way that tell us a bit about your background, as in where were you born and brought up, where did you study, which all places did you work, and tell us a bit about how did you guys meet each other to found this venture, Confirm Ticket. Dinesh, can we start with you?
Yeah. So I studied in a small town in Telangana, Kamam in Telangana. It's nearby Vijayawada, and after that, I graduated from NIT Jamshedpur, 2006 to 10 batch, and electronics engineer. Uh, Post that, joined IBM in Bangalore, uh, and that's where I met Sripad. Uh, so I think we had short stint there, but both of us were roommates for 4 years, kind of like, even though
Wow.
we moved to a different companies after that. Like I moved to another company, O9 Solutions. It was a startup back then with just 10 employees. I was the 10th employee, but now it's a large company. But that experience actually helped me a lot in actually starting Confirm Ticket. So first, I think after 4.5 years, we got into this thing. Multiple other some few ideas we tried before. I think we did it everything like part-time thing when but I think this idea is where we thought there is huge opportunity here, and that's how it all started. Sri will say more.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about your background.
Yeah. I also come from a small town called Bodan. It's like 200 kilometers from Hyderabad. It's in Telangana. So I did my graduation. BTech Computer Science from Shastra University, Tanjore, and my first job in was in IBM. That's where I met Dinesh. And as I said, we both actually we moved to multiple companies. We were roommates wherever we moved. Post IBM, I joined a small company in Chennai, Excelacom Technologies. So I was there for about a year, and then I moved to one more company called Photon Infotech. So from there I moved to US for about like 8 months. That was a phase where we were already running Confirm Ticket virtually. We thought like, at some point we need to actually come back and take this idea ahead. So that's where I quit my job and came back and joined Dinesh. To take Confirm to get to the next level, and post that, we raised our first angel round, and that's how it went.
Got it. So before even starting Confirm Ticket, when did the idea of entrepreneurship came to both of you, and why did you guys choose each other as a co-founder?
We were surprised by the demand of auto wallahs, right? Even people doesn't know the actual distance or something. So we built a small app like Meter Up, we called it. So it's a auto fare comparison app. Let's say you're traveling from Bangalore MG Road to Martali or something. You can actually punch in that, and then it gives you the actual fare. So with that, actually, people used to negotiate with the auto driver, right? So it got some downloads, but it's not that. It got saturated. We were doing it all part time, and both of us were keen on just trying out something. I think we had one more roommate, but we are the only ones who wanted to keep trying, and the other one is he wanted to. He's not involved much in these things, so I think that just worked out kind of. We don't know, it just happened, but it's actually a lucky thing to get somebody who's supportive, right? So it all worked out that way.
Got it. So, as Sripad mentioned, the Confirm Ticket was running virtually, and I assume there was a pivotal point when you started getting good traction, and that is when you guys left job and did this full time. So what was that pivot point, and tell us a bit about your early days of Confirm Ticket.
You can go ahead.
So me and Dinesh, I mean, I was in Chennai and Dinesh was in Bangalore when we both launched Confirmtkt. So we were mostly an intern-driven company. So most of our initial web pages and also the initial versions of the app, they were built by interns. So I mean, in the first 45 days, kind of, we never got that expected traction. So hardly we can see like a double-digit users at any point of time. We thought like, I mean, this is not working out well, but suddenly, I mean, one thing what we used to do is like we used to keep on writing to all the journalists and all the influential people that we did this, please check it out. So that actually worked out. So it was somewhere in third week of August 2014. We got published on almost about like 20 big media houses of India, and that was the day like our servers crashed, and we were seeing like, I mean, 4-digit kind of real-time users on the platform. So we thought like, I mean, we are onto something big. So I can consider like, I mean, that was the turning point. And after that, we never had a phase where users are not coming onto the platform.
Mhm.
So we used to like acquire users organically, and we never used to spend much on like, I mean, probably acquiring the users. So we are purely focusing on the product and building features so that like it can bring more users onto the platform.
Got it. So people, when they come organically to your platform, that means you are solving a very big problem and a big pain point for each user. So what was the exact pain point that you were solving for?
Yeah. So I mean, see, in India, roughly, I mean, if you just see the problem of waitlist train tickets in India. So of every 100 tickets, about 40 tickets would be on waitlist, and of those 40 tickets, like, not everyone would get a confirmed ticket to travel. So most of the tickets after chart preparation would end up in waitlist.
Right.
So our initial idea was like, at least like we can predict to these 40% users up to what waitlist they can currently book. So I mean, say like on a particular route, if there are like 10 trains, out of 10 trains, which has more probability, so that like they don't end up in a waitlist ticket and they don't spoil their travel plans. So we launched a prediction based on the waitlist number and based on the past data. So we used to show three color codes: green, yellow, and red. If it is green, it has like more than 70% confirmation chances, and if it is like yellow, then it is like 50 to 70, and it go on, and like anything which is red, it has least confirmation chances. So I mean, people were like happy by the product, but what we observed is like, even though we are predicting and telling to the user that, okay, I mean, whether you can travel or not, uh, but what we saw is like the inventory itself is like so limited that I mean, uh, you'll not be able to give a ticket to everyone. So
Mm.
what we observed is, I mean, even though the Indian Railways inventory was fully booked and it was on wait list, we saw an opportunity where, I mean, in on a train there will be multiple quotas. So one quota is full and other quota is actually going empty. So we thought like, why can't we tap on those unused quotas which run between smaller stations? So then we built a feature called alternate.
So right now, this waitlisting feature is already there in most of the apps. Make My Trip has it, and other train booking apps has it. Tell us one thing. I saw your Play Store rating. It's 4.6. It's the highest rating in the category that you are operating. How do you get that kind of user good feedback from the customers?
I think you can take it up,
See,
Dinesh.
it's I mean, any feature that you launch, right? I think 4 year is the period where we feel like if it is a good feature, everybody will start copying, right? I think for first 4 years, maybe you will be having that. So it's almost like a 9-year journey already, right? So so the features we keep on building stuff, and people will start that thing. That's okay, because that's a good feature. People will copy. That's not an issue. Uh, but one interesting thing is, like, when on a day-to-day basis we keep working on small things. I think if you ask me what all 100 things we are doing, we are not doing 100 things, right? We are only doing very few things on the app, like booking a train ticket or checking your PNR. There are only very few things we do, but we want to do them perfectly, right? So I mean, booking a train ticket itself, our team keeps optimizing. Let's say a simple use case is like, let's say the same person keeps traveling every month, right? I think the everything is in the same. Everything needs to be autofilled there, like, or there are a lot of cases where people don't find a direct ticket, right? We need to nudge them, saying there is an option available from a nearby station. It's so much customized, and I think the what people like on our app, why it is like the number one app in terms of train ticketing now, is because of the seamless experience in booking that they get, right? Booking we only launched in 2017 kind of levels, where it actually after like 4 years of launching Confirmtkt, right? So we were only information only app with zero revenue initial days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we experimented with multiple revenue channels, like ad revenue, all this stuff. But with a lot of MAUs, we were getting very less revenue. So then we were pivoting multiple business models, and finally came into train ticketing, right? Then we started excelling that, right? Uh, we have I mean, very efficient team. Very proud of the team. Like, I mean, the people that are, like, I would say, like, these are the best guys in the country. Also, you can say, in terms of working on this space, right? So there's nothing as people will love it as long as you keep doing the best stuff, right? People will love the product, right? That's always there.
Okay. So I want to understand it a bit more. So how did you crack the revenue challenge? As in, you were showing the predictability of train ticket confirmation. So users can, still see the prediction and go to IRCTC and book the ticket there. How did you make sure ki they book the ticket in your platform itself?
See, I mean, there is always this thing, right? I think last 4 or 5 years, along with the thing that we did, the overall ecosystem also helped us. Like, Geo helped us get more users. Now we have more than 25 million monthly users. That's almost like 2.5 crore of Indian customers using Confirmtkt app every month, right?
Mhm.
So out of these, I mean, we are making sure they book the tickets, right? But what I'm saying is, like, uh, people started paying. So we charge an extra 20 rupees or 40 rupees. So
Mhm.
people started paying for the convenience. I mean, when Amazon Prime or all of these launched, nobody believed that people actually will pay for any service like this, or they'll pay for music or any digital thing, right? But to our surprise also, I mean, that we launched in 2017 18 levels, but back in 2014 also there were players who were doing train ticketing, right? And once we launched, I think in 2 years we have beaten majority of them, right? And with the amount of this thing that we provide, right? So there is still there, but the reason we didn't launch before is we were sure that it's not viable business model is what it felt like. So
Mhm.
that's because we were not sure. I mean, we didn't get into that because everybody was saying ki, people will not pay and all, right? But once the ecosystem evolved, I think these are all factors which actually helped us in growing. Once you give the best service, right, people are willing to pay. I think that's a lot of people realized after we are
Mhm.
now successful. Ki, okay, this, I think that's a good way actually to monetize kind of.
Okay. Now that you have users, I think you are now trying to diversify into other ticketing channels like flight ticket and probably bus ticket. So tell us a bit about what are you planning for the future?
Uh, I mean, in that actually we are we are not diversifying. Actually, we are not even working on any of these features. Like, I mean, flights and bus, they are there on the app, but thing is, since it's all the parent company, right? We are now on the same group. Ixigo Flights, Avibus buses, and Confirmtkt in the same group.
Mhm.
So it's an added advantage wherein, like, say people coming for trains, right? We have a tab wherein, like, the funnel is completely optimized by Ixigo to team for the flights and Avibus team for buses, right? People can click on that and do their bus booking or flight booking, right? So, but Confirmtkt team will continue to focus on train ticketing itself. So the entire team only focus on trains. Uh, Flights also, we have considerable number of bookings that's happening now. But these are all like a cross-selling stuff, like an add-on stuff. But the main priority is always train ticketing for us.
Okay. Even inside train ticketing, I think you have cracked the problem to a large extent. You can now predict which trains will have waiting list, and which ticket will get confirmed, and you can the customer can do the ticketing in your platform with all the convenience. What else is going to happen? What innovations? What more innovations are you bringing to train ticketing?
So train ticketing large, right? I think uh, in general, people want a ticket to travel, right? Like uh, uh, these users, I mean, there is no other option to go. There is no option for them, right? I think the inventory is so limited. Like, there is, let's say for this season, Dasra Diwali season, uh, when you look at the trends of flights or anything, the trains are also will be. I mean, it will be like the peak season, where, like, you'll have 40 to 50% waiting list we can observe, right? So
Mhm.
I mean, with alternate options that we launched, right, where we combine, it's not combination of two trains also, it's combination of, inside the train, you can break your journey. Let's say Bangalore, Hyderabad, you're going, Bangalore, Hindupur, you can travel in one compartment, let's say S2, and
Mhm.
there might be a seat in other compartment S3. You need to change your seat. Same way, we are also now combining two classes also. You can travel in sleeper class for half the journey. You can travel in AC for half the journey. You can pay slightly more, but thing is, you will at least get a confirmed ticket to travel, right? Where all of these options are not available to the users as such when they directly search on other platforms.
Mhm.
So on confirmed ticket, they keep getting all these options. So we are doing a lot of research in this itself, wherein, like, we want to give more tickets to the users, more travel options to the users, right? And it's more of adding more convenience features to the users, right? Along making sure they get it at higher speeds, or it's also more of engineering also, right? Where, like, for low network, low bandwidth, also they need to get at a faster speed. All of this stuff keeps happening. So in the trains only, we are working on majority of train stuff in the train ticketing itself.
Got it. Uh, what would you say are some of the biggest challenges that you have faced so far while building and growing Confirm Ticket?
Sripad.
Yeah, I mean, so first thing was, I mean, hiring right people. So that was the biggest challenge. I mean, I mean, we struggled a lot to actually to get our first hire. So I think there's a story behind it. Probably like that. If time permits, probably we can take it. And the other thing was actually like so initially we thought like it will be a utility app. Will not book any tickets on the platform. Will make so much money from the ad revenue that we'll be able to sustain the company. So it did not happen. So it's very hard to even make a rupee from the user. So and like pivoting to a booking platform was something like it took us 4 years. So uh, that was one of the challenge. And other thing is like in terms of like I mean, though we charge extra from the user on every ticket, so we should add value at the same point for whatever money we take. So I mean, planning the features as per that um, is also such a challenging thing. I think Dinesh, you can add more if you want.
Yeah. So uh, somewhat. I mean, it's also money. Money is an important thing, right, to run any successful this thing or anything, right?
Right.
For any startup, the struggle is always there at the beginning, right? When uh, even though we might be having I think having like 40-50 crores in the bank account now, I think at that stage when we got license of IRCTC, right, that
Mhm.
20 lakhs fee, we were not having that money to pay also. So a lot of, even our employees pulled in some money to pay that fee, right? So there were multiple times in between where in between the funding, second round of funding, it took some time to get into the bank, and we had to delay salaries by 3 months.
Mhm.
Uh, some of the employees, we were sure we can't able to take them, so some of the employees we had to let them go, and some of them took pay cuts to half, even during COVID, right, when all the trains stopped, right, we had to make sure everybody was very supportive. Everybody took pay cuts for around 3 to 6 months, and uh, because we are very good now, I think we actually returned all the salaries post this thing, whatever pay cuts they have taken. uh, but it's very very important to manage cash flow at the beginnings and all. It took some time, even because me and Sripad, we are first time doing this thing, and we are not from very good backgrounds also, right? So it took us some time to learn this thing, managing finances. Or I would say first 5 years is when I think a lot of people we have seen, like who gave up in third or fourth year because they were not able to maintain that pressure, or they were not able to manage the finances or anything, right? But we are lucky enough to move through. A lot of people supported, our family supported. So I would say the first 5 years struggle with money or with everything. That's very very important phase for us. I think after that it was actually an easy phase. Now it's very good. I would say it's all easy phase after that, I would say. But there are always challenges at any point of time. But the thing is, it was very much challenging at initial stages.
Got it. So speaking of funding, I think you got acquired by Ixigo Group. Can you tell us a bit about that acquisition, like when it happened, what was the underlying factor that made you merge with Ixigo, and what were the benefits of doing that?
Uh, I think at some point of time we thought partial exit is necessary for both of us to feel settled or things like that.
Mhm.
I think in 2021 we took that call where it's almost like a 50% in cash, 50% in equity kind of a deal, where we made money, employees made money. I think we felt a bit good. I
Mhm.
think that's also we feel much stronger now with as part of larger entity, having flights, trains of confirmed ticket, buses on Abibus. The entire system looks like a hedge bet, right? Let's say if something, let's say if it is raining and roads are bad, then
Mm.
some other channel will work out better, right? Like
Right.
I think trains are better. So last month it was that way. Like I mean, it's almost like a good hedge wherein like something doesn't go slow, the other thing works out. So the
Mm.
entire package looks very 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 interesting now. We also feel very stronger when compared to previously. We are now uh, selling a much higher number of flight tickets or bus tickets because they are very good at that, right? We were able to cross sell, and there are a lot of things. I mean, Ixigo being a large company, they have very good understanding of finances or compliance, this thing, right? Which actually helped us in making sure we also evolve into that, right? So that helped us a lot. So overall, it's a right decision, we felt, and it's working out good for us actually.
Got it. My final question to both of you, and I wish both of you answer separately. What is your biggest learning in entrepreneurship that we can take away and probably apply to our ventures?
So biggest learning is is there is I think we should not give up. That's the only thing, right? I think there is always light at the end of the tunnel. So if we should not give up, that's what I would say. There is something, all the other things works out, but you should always keep moving. The other day I was, uh, I think flight is at 10:25. I reached at 10:10. I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I almost thought I would not make it in the between. Only I thought I just need to go back or something. But Sripad was there, but I told him to just stop it somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, I entered, and luckily, what happens in the end is like the flight itself got delayed by 5-10 minutes. They
Oh,
delayed the boarding, etc.
okay.
I think you never know what's out there, right? You just need to keep moving forward and give your best. So that's the only takeaway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sripad.
and so for me, it's more like, I mean, because initially we thought like, I mean, product is so good, I mean, we can make money at any point of time.
Mm.
But I mean, probably what I strongly believe is like, we should do both parallelly. I mean, you should focus on the product and you should focus on the business model too. I mean, that's pretty important, and don't completely focus on funding. Focus on like, building I mean, good source of funding from consumers itself, your users itself. That's actually long lasting,
Right. Got you.
and it's equity free. We don't have pressure to actually execute it.
That's true. That's true.
So when we sold to Ixigo, we were having 70%, me and Sripad. So we were very strong in negotiations and all. But I'm saying at least keep 50%, upwards 50% to the founding team always,
Mm.
till you feel like maybe IPO or this thing, because it's you need that control all the time.
Got it.
And also it's more like, I mean, what value you have added to your employees, and how many of your employees have actually fulfilled their dreams. So I
Mm.
mean, so we have a 35 people team. I'm sure like, at least like we are able to contribute 1 to 2% of their dreams to be achieved. Actually, I mean, that's the biggest thing what we believe, out of the, I mean, whatever exit we had.
Got it. Well, on this note, we have come to the closure of the session. Thanks for joining us, Dinesh and Sripad. It was a pleasure to have you on our platform, and our best wishes for Confirmtkt.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, we too.